A girl at Kansas State University has been expelled from the school following a Snapchat that she posted that people are saying is racist. So the Snapchat, which we're going to throw up, had the caption, "Feels good to finally be a," insert word there. Paige Shoemaker posted the image to her Snapchat, probably thinking that it would go away within 24 hours. However, someone took a screenshot and posted it to Twitter. The user said, "But I'm supposed to walk into my classes feeling completely comfortable with people on our campus who think like this," with the image right there. Now, Paige did issue a statement following her expulsion from the school. She says, quote, "I did want to inform everyone that it was not blackface, but it was a L'Oreal clay facial mask. The signs that were thrown also is an inside joke between our friends that represents West Coast is the best coast. We never intended for the picture to offend anyone." Now, Kansas State University has issued a statement. The interim associate provost for diversity has said the involved person is not currently enrolled at the university. It is our understanding the second individual in the photo is not associated with the university. So Kansas State making a pretty bold step right now to say that they will not tolerate this sort of behavior. But people on Twitter, Hassan, are actually saying that they don't agree with the action that the school has taken. One Twitter user responded to the guy who actually posted the photo on Twitter saying, "Who cares? Quit being a baby and scared of racists. I'm brown and don't fear the world like you." Another user said, "You're an oversensitive baby. It's clearly a joke." So Hassan, is this clearly a joke?
Yeah. I mean, she wasn't thinking about the historical context behind blackface and how it's like a really over-the-top racist depiction of black people that perpetuated black stereotypes for centuries under white oppression. Like she wasn't thinking about that at all. I'm sure she'll get a very quick explainer in history now that this controversy has happened. But I do get very sensitive about stories that like stories of people that do something in private and like a private correspondence between them and their friends, and then someone blows it up and puts it on Twitter, and then that person's life is ruined. Like, because the internet is now essentially a lynch mob full of, cyber pitchforks and flaming torches waiting to burn people at the cross. So it's sensitive. Like, I feel like she didn't, like, I think I hate that people have racist thoughts, but if people want to be racist in the privacy of their own social media circle, and specifically Snapchat is one that is intended to be private, as you know, unlike Twitter, which is way more public, like they have every right to be.
Yeah, here are my thoughts on this. I think it's a good example of how internalized racism can be. Because I agree with you, I don't think that she felt like she was being racist.
Yeah.
We talked about this yesterday on the main show about how people are not born racist, they are programmed into having racist feelings or identifying with racist ideas. And I think that that's kind of what we're seeing here. She, I'm sure, felt like this was purely a joke.
Amongst their friends.
Right.
Like, I genuinely believe her explanation when she says, like, it's not blackface L'Oreal,
that's again,
clay mask is like,
that's what I also want to say. So I have 3 points on this. So I said the first one, then the second one was that I think her explanation frustrated me because it is a cop-out. I would have liked for her to have said something.
It's fucking blackface.
I would have liked for her to have said something like, I did not know how offensive, or I didn't know the historical implications of what I did. I have since educated myself. I have learned. I am truly sorry. I fucked up. Instead of being like, it was an inside joke, like West Coast means best coast. It's not blackface. It's a L'Oreal facial mask.
But that's what you expect. But that's the apology that you're expecting from this person, that's the apology that you think is best.
Accountability.
But she thinks that was the best apology at the time. Like, I don't understand why there's so much shit going on in the world, and I sometimes do feel like we're nitpicking like very weird parts of it, where this person isn't intending to harm anyone. She's not trying to be like, I mean, she wasn't making any sort of like hate-inducing commentary on black people in general. And by the way, I'm not excusing blackface either. I think it's super fucked up, and especially if you're doing it on a public platform, then I understand it a little bit more. But the fact that this person took that private correspondence, screenshotted it, which is Snapchat's intention is that you shouldn't be able to screenshot anything to begin with, which is why they go away, right? And then made something that was supposed to be private, public, and now this person who's not a public figure, this person who was never elected to be a public figure, is now in the public spotlight, and we're talking about what she did, and also how she apologized. She apologized. She said she didn't mean any harm. She didn't mean to upset or offend anyone. That's it.
But she
it's
didn't
over.
take any responsibility.
But it's
for,
over.
She didn't take any responsibility for how people of color will perceive her actions. I think that's what really.
Because she didn't think that like people of color they were intended to see or be threatened by her actions.
We don't know what her settings are on her Snapchat. She could have a public Snapchat. She could be very well followed on Snapchat.
I know, but regardless, you understand that Snapchat is not meant to be a public platform unless you highlight it somewhere else and then drive traffic there from other places. So most users on Snapchat are just being followed by their friends. You can't find someone that you don't know on Snapchat. This person probably knew this person from class or something else, and that's how he was following her.
But you know, if this person did know this person from class or something else, I'm not going to fault them for calling her out. I think that this behavior should be called out, because what are we doing if we're not trying to call out racist behaviors of our friends, of people that we know? I will say that I don't think that whoever did call this person out on Twitter, or however this went down, because I'm not sure if someone screenshot it, sent it to someone else, and it was circulated in text messages. We don't know exactly how this found its way onto Twitter. They probably did not think that they would be expelled, but she has a right to post whatever she wants to do, and the school has the right to take the action that they feel is, appropriate. And in this situation, they felt like it was expulsion, and that's just sort of the way that it works. But I agree with you; she's not a public figure, and she probably had no idea that this would get out, but it did. And I can't fault someone for calling out racist behavior. I hope that I would do it, honestly. I just, it sucks that, yeah, she was expelled from school, but it also sucks that you posted this image and thought it was funny, because that shows a major fault in our educational system, that you didn't understand that blackface or facial mask L'Oreal face is offensive. Come on, like it's 2016, we need to wise up to this sort of thing. But guys, we want to hear from you in the comment section below. Do you think that this photo is inappropriate? Do you own a L'Oreal facial mask? Did they really help? Did they benefit you? I'm breaking out. Anyway, this is Hassan Piker. I'm Grace Baldridge. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel, and we'll see you next time on Pop Sugar.